Okay. Right as my AC turns on, we are starting the live. And I think last time I accidentally set this to stream to unlisted, so no one was seeing it. Anyways, let's see here. Analytics. Okay. Testing 1 2 3. 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 Okay, we're good. Okay, guys. Today we are going to be editing one of our highlight films for this wedding that we filmed out in the middle of Kansas. Got a beautiful shot here. So yeah, basically, hold on. I need to make sure this stream is going okay. Okay, alright, so pretty much just want to go live. I think I might go live every single time I edit, who knows, because I want to show people, my process, how everything works. So yeah, we'll just kind of walk you through this. Feel free to comment anything. I'd appreciate it. So I've kind of colored that shot to where, or positioned that shot to where it kind of fades in at the beginning. Might move it a little bit further. Put a warp stabilizer on it real fast. We set it to like 20, maybe 10. I'm not sure if I like this. Similar shots, so we'll just go ahead and copy and paste these. We don't have to worry too much about coloring right now since we're just culling. Media browser, footage. Actually, let's go here. Is that how I spell her name? That's how it is. Let me double check. Yeah, it's with an E. McKenna. And Jill. And their wedding date, this was on July 20th, 2024. Not sure if I want to include that fade in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. Let me just hide those. No, I don't know how that works. Let's see. Okay, yeah. We need to delete this effect. I'm not sure if I can. Put that to 0. Yeah, I don't like that. Probably move this. I want to add like a cool kind of vintage look. I did it with Grayson and Anna's film. I think it was on storyboards. Let me see if I can download that. Or Storyblocks. Log in. And I think I can just go to my download history. Or was this it? Maybe that was it. Let's see if that works. You know what, I'm gonna duplicate this clip. Duplicate. I'm gonna duplicate this clip. That's a, jeez, say that 5 times fast. And then we'll shrink this a little bit, and then we'll blur I cannot talk today. We'll blur the background with the Gaussian blur just a little bit. And then that'll give it kind of like it'll separate it from the background just a bit. And then we can go ahead and add this on, and that makes a cool effect. We'll set that to screen, set it to the same size as that, which is 82. Maybe that looks fine. Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, so we're actually going to, it looks like I got one person on here. If anyone is on the live, pretty new to this, but feel free to say hi. I think I like that. Add some light leaks to these. And I am going to replace this clip. Not sure with what yet, but we'll see. Love this shot. I might start it with a speech too. We'll see. Let's go to our media browser. What do we got? walking in here? Here we go. Slow this down. Maybe get a shot of the venue. And then right there, I'll probably start it with getting ready shots, and then at the 1 minute mark, probably start with like a speech, transition into maybe the first look, ceremony. It's a 5 minute highlight film, so we'll go to ceremony, and then kind of like the processional ceremony, vows, first kiss, and then reception. This bride had the cutest dance with her baby son, and it was awesome. I like this shot. Got too many cords. My mic's gonna fall. Let's get some shots of them all hanging out together, laughing. That might be something of the mom walking by. Keep this audio going. So with audio and kind of like or audio, I should say, like with getting ready shots, like kind of where it's coming straight from the camera if you got a shotgun mic, or like a mic on the bride, anything like that. It's always good to like kind of keep audio of them talking, just kind of like the background noise. Gives it kind of like a live, like kind of like a live type of feel, like, and not just something that's like silent. It also kind of gives the highlight foam kind of like a good start. So I'm not sure if I want to fade in this audio or not. We'll see how that sounds. Actually, I might unlink this and move it just a bit forward. Maybe not, because that's the end of the video. We can fade it out. That's long enough. Let's go back to media. Yeah. We didn't get too much with the first look. I would like for it to go to like the 1 minute mark. That would be nice. Let's see what Haley got. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, she was in here before I was, which was awesome. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. So about that 1 minute mark, I'm gonna add their kind of their first look with the bride, and up until then it'll just be getting ready. Let's put this shot of her mom right by after she walks past the camera. I don't think she's opening a gift there. I think she's just putting stuff in that bag. Add a little bit of this in there. Move this audio track down a bit. Highlight films take a lot of time, guys. I just realized like I'm finding myself like, I've only edited about an eighth of this highlight film, probably like a 16th of this. Not even that. We've already been going for like 30 minutes. The burnout is real. That there. There's me, Haley getting some BTS. McKenna. Tris right here. I think when I start the speech, I'll start it with the Jalen's getting ready shots, and then I'll move it, kind of transition it to more of that speech in the moment, and then I forget what I was going to do with that, how I was going to transition that. I don't know. Also with highlight films, when you're matching it to like the audio track, you don't have to completely match it with like every single beat. You can mix it up a bit. So it's like right here, like I'll show you that it's some clips aren't like matched up to the beat. It's just kind of like separated a bit. So right here. Because then it just gets too repetitive. You don't want that. That's how you lose. That's how your client loses. Like, yeah, it's their wedding day, but it's like if other people are watching it. Yes, I'm sure the client's obviously gonna love this, but you know, if the family's watching it, you know, you want them to stay interested with the film, and you know, the engagement with it. You want to keep their attention with. So yeah, yeah, like right there too. I didn't even imagine to the And really, it's genius how some people can match these clips to music, even when you know you don't have to match it to a beat. Like, it's crazy how some people can like logistically like add a crap ton of clips in, you know, a duration of the highlight film and make it look good. Because you also you also want like a good flow with it. You don't want it to be too fast. You don't want the cuts to be too slow. So Do we have any shots of the venue? I don't think we got too many detail shots. We'll just put this in, because it's like, it was such a tight space where we weren't able to get too much angles with this within this room, and also we were wanting to stay out of the photographer's shot. I should have stepped in and see if I could get something with like this mirror, and I think I did. Let me see if I got something. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. I don't think that was a good spray. Yeah. Your goal is to get me to cry.
I like this.
Your goal is to get me to cry.
Alright, now we'll go to... Oh, how did I not see that? Oh, this is sick. Look at this shot, guys. sure if I want to add this shot, if we've already got like kind of the same angle. I could switch it to Haley's angle though. Let's see what that looks like.
Oh my god, the butt is awful.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add that angle. Yeah, so we'll do. Let's see. Here we go. Took a while to find that. I had some comments. It'd be cool to like chat with people on here. Wow, we're live. Usually with these lives, I just keep them public afterwards, just to show anybody who wants to see that. I like that. Is it possible we could sync this audio? Synchronize. That's crazy. Jake Weisler had a YouTube video or something about that. Or somebody did. I don't know who it was. They then right here, I'm probably going to put their first look. I love putting first looks when it's like the music kind of like fades off of like verse 1, I guess. I'm not too musician-y with music, but I mean, I think like after the first verse, or, you know, I don't know what you call it, but right here in this moment, that's where I'm gonna put the first shot of the groom, kind of facing away, and then that kind of creates like very like, ooh, this is a moment. This is a cool moment. Kind of creating that same feeling of like what the groomsmen are feeling, like, oh wow, like this is actually happening, you know? So it's kind of cool to create that. I'm going to plug in my MacBook before it dies. I would hate for that to happen. And in fact, I'm actually going to save my work right now, because Premiere Pro sometimes sucks. Excuse me. Okay, so let's find the first look. And then I can't forget to add his getting ready shots for that first part of the speech. The first part of the speech will probably go from like here to the first look. And then we'll probably add another one towards the end after the ceremony. And if you guys do want to see a great highlight film, check out Hattie and Brandon on our website, aidendavisproductions.com. Absolutely love that speech that her dad gave. Yeah, it was incredible. It like perfectly like describes like what was going on with like, or just kind of gives like a, what am I trying to say? It matched perfectly with the music that we chose for it. They did a cool tunnel here too. That was fun. Let's see here. Well, oh, I was finding the first look. I'm so far ahead of that. Gosh, I've been sick the past week. Nose is all runny. Alright, so that would have had to be right. Like here, I think. Yeah, here we go. And she might have wanted her first, yeah. We'll have to put the first look with her father somewhere too. We'll probably put that on the speech. Yeah. Because I think he gave a great speech. So we'll put his speech over that. And then, or maybe we'll put his brother's speech since we'll be adding footage of him. We'll see. Highlight films are a lot of brainstorming as you're going. Usually I put like, or something I forgot to mention was usually I'll add adjustment layers or markers to kind of mark out where I want to add everything. That helps out tremendously. So if you want to add stuff like that, I highly recommend doing that. Adding adjustment layers and planning out your shots before you start culling. And that just makes a huge difference with your workflow.
Don't turn. Don't turn.
Let's see here. I might have to zoom in a little bit with that shot or crop it. Yeah, kind of going back to this moment where the music kind of like it's just kind of like still in a way with the music. Like any still like areas within music and soundtracks. That's where I love to put like the first looks. That's a good word to describe it. Still. Very still. Haley got lots of shots of the bridesmaids and bride hanging out. Let's see. Another thing with highlight films and like, or I guess like capturing like during the wedding day, is we don't capture too much of the family portraits or like the family photos. But we do make sure to include like, you know, we at least have one videographer there capturing those. I guess I should say we don't include too much of that within our highlight films. But, you know, just because it's like with family, it's like we want them to be like, you know, moving around, talking to each other. Like usually it's like during the reception where we'll add lots of family because we like the movement of that. people talking to each other instead of like just one shot of them, like, you know, standing with them, which is nice too. But we had bride or grooms in the past, actually just this last week, where they asked for if we got any footage of their grandparents. And so we're like, yeah, you know, we'll honor that. We'll give that to you guys. No charge, just because it is like family, grandparents especially. So we're not giving away raw footage, obviously, but you know, we'll give them like a good video of their grandparents, family, anything that they've requested. I know a lot of people keep their backups. Some people keep them forever, some people don't. I know a lot of people keep them for like 6 months to a year, and then they completely delete everything. So that's kind of like where we're at right now for storage purposes, is we'll keep them for at least 6 months, and we'll make sure to make this very clear to the couples when sending them their footage, and their highlight films, that, you know, we'll keep this 6 months. After that, it's gone forever. So it's their kind of responsibility to download their films and make sure they're in a safe spot. You know, we always let them know, like, when we're emailing them their films, either through VidFlow or PixieSet, that if they want help, you know, getting them uploaded to a hard drive, we're more than happy to get that out to them and ship it to them, or they can do it on their own. So it's just kind of how that works. Alright, I need to find a shot of... I don't think Haley got anything of the groom, 'cause she was on the Kenna. So let's see here. That's where I'll start the speech. Probably the brother's speech. Yeah, I wish she would have gotten a shot kind of over his shoulder, which I think we've been able to do that more often. This was one of the first weddings Haley filmed, and it was awesome. So yeah, that just kind of gives it like the stillness of everything. Always love it when a groom is emotional. Yeah, we'll crop this in just a little bit. I wish I got a wider angle of that, just to where his feet are in there. It just creates a shot where it's like very open, and it's just them two. And that's where I was going with, whenever you're miking up a groom for a shot like this, the photographer can even talk to them about it. And this is where, you know, professionalism comes in hand. Where, you know, basically you want the couple to really like feel and live in this moment. And so it's really important when we mic up the groom, when we are taking photos or videos of them during this. It's always important to tell them, like, hey, this is your guys' moment. And looks like we got one person on here. Awesome. Feel free to leave a comment. We're just kind of editing a highlight film right now, talking about how we do that. But yeah, one thing we always let the couple know when we're editing these films is, or when we're taking the first look, is when miking them up, we always tell them, wow, my ADHD is going crazy right now. I'm losing track. So, first look, miking up the groom, we always make sure to let them know, like, hey, this is your moment. You know, we're going to be videoing you guys taking photos, but this is your guys' moment. Live this. Really just experience this moment. And just, yeah, we're going to leave this to you guys. Feel free to, you know, stay here, like, as long as you want. Live in this moment. Experience this with your wife. And yeah, it's just like letting them know, like, you know, that we're going to be out here taking videos, but they don't have to worry about this. They don't have to worry about how long this takes. They don't have to worry about what they say or anything like that. So just letting them know, like, basically overall just making sure they're comfortable with everything. So, and then let me pull up Haley's shot right here. Looks like my Mac audio is a little bit too high, I think. Bring that down a bit. Cameras are going rapid fire. Ooh, Haley nailed that focus right as he turned around. That was a close one. Maybe I'll keep that. I am so glad that she got out of the way. I get it though. It's awesome to experience this moment. So I would be taking my phone out too. So yeah, I think I was getting ready to like move over just a little bit, because, you know, I'm not gonna like tell her to move out of the way. You know, as a professional, it's our job to be like, hey, like, it's okay, like, we can move. You can capture this moment too. Alright, we have got so much going on here, so we have got to sync this up and find out where this audio is. So that is where we bring on the groom's mic from the lav. So he had a lapel on him, which was right there. Now with these lapel mics, you can hide them underneath the tie, put it over the collar. Honestly, I don't think it matters too much. I always make sure to ask the photographer as well, like, hey, is it okay if I put this on him? The groom as well, always ask permission. So yeah. So yeah, right now we're just trying to sync this up. This one. Go back to this angle.
Yeah, just right there's great. Thank you.
And we'll let this play out pretty. Alright, back to what I was talking about with the audio for the groom. So we've got this audio here labeled groom mic. That's just from like the live mic that I was talking about that he had on. So we're gonna try and find that, and we're pretty good at like finding, like, sometimes it takes me under a minute to find it, but a lot of groomsmen or brides or anyone who were micing up, they're like, oh, are they, your guys are gonna hear everything I say, and I just make a joke of like, you know, anything will be held against you. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law, whatever. Get them to laugh, feeling comfortable. And so I'm just like, no, it's okay. We're pretty good at finding the audio to where this moment is. So we don't really hear too much, but you know, if they're worried about that. I'm actually going to zoom out and see if this is the right one.
Like, they're tight.
Here we go.
I already told you I can.
Yeah, so that took 5 seconds, and we don't really listen to any of this. It's not like we're like going in and hearing everything they're saying. Like, we'll go like directly to that moment and just capture that, put it in there. Now we got to sync this up. So obviously we can't sync up these with the button because, or we can't synchronize these automatically just because it's like there's not enough range with these audio tracks. Okay, so this is where he turns around. Let's mute these. Let's see where this starts.
I think so.
We'll increase that audio too.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you I can. It's hard to explain.
Hey, Mama.
I have a picture in
Yeah,
my
just
head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day. I already told you I can. It's hard to explain.
Hey, Mama.
I have a picture.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you I can. It's hard to explain.
Hey, Mama.
I have a picture in my
just
head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
I'm debating on if I should add that. Because it's like, it's cute, but it's like, he also didn't really like give too much of an answer, so I don't know. That was cute though.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
I love listening to that kind of stuff. Again, it's just like that moment where it's like, it's so like in the moment, just subtle, waiting, however long, 24 hours. Oh, we got on.
What I said the other day.
All right. Maybe we can synchronize this. Let's see. Why can't I sync that? Synchronize. No way that worked.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Okay, maybe that did work. Let's see here.
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
Yeah, maybe I will add that just because it's like.
Mama.
I have a picture in my head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain.
Mama.
We'll see what that sounds like with the audio. Jesus.
I have a picture in my head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna need to lower that audio. We'll put it at like -10. -7.
Final guess.
Whoever's on the live, I appreciate you sticking around. I have no idea who you are. If you're a client, if you're a family member, if you're a friend, I appreciate it.
Final guess.
I already told you. It's hard to explain.
I can move this audio up even more.
I have a picture in my head.
Right there's.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain. I have a picture in my head.
Right there's great.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain.
Mama.
I have a picture in my head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What? Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain.
Mama.
Told you. It's hard to explain.
Mama.
I have a picture in my head.
Right there's great. Thank you.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
I might cut that out.
I have a picture in my head.
But first we need to add some exponential fades to this.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like? Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain.
Mama.
I have a picture in my head. I have a picture in my head. I have a picture in my head. In my head.
You fixed up?
I think it's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
We'll unlink this audio just because we don't need it for the first look.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
What?
What I said the other day.
What?
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
might be able to sync up this audio too. That would be sick. Synchronize. Boom. That's insane. I've spent so much hours while editing trying to like piece these two clips together that need to be synchronized and trying to figure out like where the audio starts. It was a pain. And then I finally realized after 5 years of editing that I could just select this, double click, boom, synchronize. Technology, man.
What I said the other day.
And I might place that clip.
I think it's
Exponential fade right there.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day. I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day. Said earlier.
What?
Earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
I'll keep that clip there.
Turn around.
Oh my. The other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god. What I said the other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
I'll get makeup on you.
Once those are synced up, I don't know how they must have synced it up already with this audio right here. But we don't need to have these on-camera audios after.
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
I'll get makeup on you.
Look at me.
Thank you. Are you mic'd up?
I am.
That's funny. We'll keep that in there. That was cute. That was a cute moment. Ah, so good.
Your tie looks nice.
And then we'll just keep that in there. Or we'll just keep that.
Is it what you thought it was?
Delete the rest of that. That was such a cute moment. That's my favorite part about these highlight films. I even want to color this real fast. So let's go back to these clips here. We'll capture the colors from here. We'll just copy and paste these. Oh, that would be good for like a trailer. I love that. That was on accident. Girlfriend's sleeping on the couch. Keep on looking back. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if I should keep that black and white. I love that shot though.
I have a picture.
That's so funny. I accidentally did that. That would be cool though. I've wanted to add more black and white to my films. And this was actually with an ND filter. So as you can see with these clouds, we've been able to keep the shutter speed the same, and it gives it just a nice overcast. And obviously it was cloudy that day, which was a bonus, but it keeps the shadows, especially the highlights, consistent level. Make sure they are looking good, but yeah, that's why we use ND filters outside usually when it's like bright outside. With Kansas locations and venues, there's not much shade, so ND filters come in very handy.
It's hard to explain. I have a picture
I love that shot though.
in my head.
A little bit overexposed. That's okay though. bring down those highlights just a bit. Increase the shadows. Yeah, the colors on this wedding are just always phenomenal. I've been editing this for about a month now.
I think it's what I said.
Or at least their ceremony and speeches I've got finished. So if you want to go see any like videos, how to edit speeches, vows, anything like that, feel free to check out the last live that I did.
Said earlier.
It was cool.
What?
Oh, I love that. I love how dark that is. That's a very moody type of shot.
I said the other day.
Mic'd up?
I am.
It's so funny.
Picture in my head.
I am copy and pasting these colors, but it's like in the end I'll go in and like tweak with these and make sure everything's looking good. But honestly, the white balance, I don't think I'm even gonna mess with it. It looks perfectly fine. It's a little warm, but
What I said
a lot of couples like this look. So
the other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
I'll get makeup on you.
I wish I was like a little bit more. I wish I had more of a wide angle. If I had more of a wide angle and to be able to put that on my gimbal, kind of just sitting in the grass, that'd be nice.
Oh my god.
I'll get makeup on you.
Look at me.
Stomach's growling. Ever since I'm taking this new ADHD medicine, I've lost my appetite.
Oh my god.
Let's see how this looks with cropped cinematic look. If you want your film to look cinematic, really good, you go ahead and add an adjustment layer. Ooh, whoops. And then you can crop the top and bottom of the film. Let's see here. So you go ahead and add an adjustment layer. You go to effects, and then let's see here. Crop. Add a crop to that adjustment layer, and then you can do the top of it. We'll put it at like 8. I think that's like the standard for cinema. So we'll put that at 8, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and crop the actual film part of it. But yeah, that's where I was saying I wish we got more of like a wider shot with where his feet's showing, kind of like a low angle. But also I wanted to be able to show like the depth of, you know, the fields and the pond back there. So
I have a picture in my head. I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
What?
What I said the other day.
Okay, turn around.
Oh my god.
We'll lower this just a little bit.
Don't get makeup on you.
Look at me.
Thank you.
Copy and paste that. Boom.
Are you mic'd up?
Damn.
Your tie looks nice.
Such a beautiful moment right there. Alright, now we'll go to the speeches. This is where I kind of feel like I need to take a break, though. Let's see. Excuse me. The processing takes a while. Also can't forget to add the father of the bride and brothers. This MacBook, it's like, it's great for editing. You know, it's got 16 gigabytes of memory, M1. So, I mean, I think it works great for editing wedding photos and video. So if you need just a quick, easy, on-the-go computer, or even just like a stationary, you know, laptop where you're just editing at your desk, you know, this is great. I think this is like the 2021 version. Yeah. MacBook Pro 14-inch 2021. This is great for that kind of stuff. And it can even like run like this live stream here. You can have multiple tabs open. Sometimes if you have too many open, obviously that'll eat up your memory, but as long as you've got like a fast SSD, this is the one thing I didn't understand for the longest time. As long as you've got like a fast SSD or drive that is holding your project files, where you're running your actual project off of with your cache media files, I've learned that as long as that's over at least 1,000 megabits per second, then it should run perfectly fine. My backups run at, I think, like 250 megabits per second, and they're kind of slow, but you can't really run projects off of them because it'll just take forever to render. But my best luck has came with the SanDisk 1 terabyte to 2 terabyte SSDs for project files. The reason I don't want like too large of terabyte SSDs for my projects is because it's like I don't want to have so many projects on there where if something gets corrupted or if something happens, it's like I don't want to lose all those other projects. Yeah, I've got them all backed up, but it would just be a pain to lose stuff like that. It's never happened, but yeah, I guess it just keeps things simple and easy for us. So. Alright, speech. And this one I'm actually just going to grab from the speeches video. I'm not sure what I'm going to add though. Still got to add his getting ready shots.
Final
I have a picture in
yeah,
my
just-
head.
I've got a 5-minute highlight film. So that's like the half-minute mark. The ceremony's probably gonna be like right here. Yeah. That's the great thing with these videos is like sometimes they don't have private vows. We love private vows, by the way, because it's just, you know, especially with our diamond package or top package, if you got private vows, you guys are solid. You're good to go. You know, your highlight film's going to look amazing. But we love private vows because it gives us so much more room to work with. And it's like, you guys are telling your story, you know, from your guys' heart. And it's cool to be able to capture those moments just for you two to have. So yeah, I need to take a break soon. I'm getting ready to crash. What can we do with this clip? It's a little dark outside, but can increase the shadows a bit. This was blue hour, so it was right after sunset, I think. Or no, it's because there was a storm right here. That's why. Love that. Awesome. We'll change the exposure a bit. Bring up the shadows. Fix the white balance. No. Sometimes I just don't even mess with the white balance. If I think it looks good, it looks good. Maybe with like faces more particularly, but if the highlights down just a bit, because this barn's roof is like super bright. Increase the saturation a bit. I'm going to change the hues of those blues too. So we'll go into the curves. Kind of give this like a give it a slight S curve here. Go in here, we'll select this area. I'm actually going to increase that slightly. Kind of bring, I think that'll do something. Nothing. What is that? Maybe if I change with the blues. I also don't want to overdo it. I think that looks good.
Yeah. Your goal is to get me to cry.
Let's roll out the speech. As well as the groomsmen getting ready.
Final guess, what do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you. It's hard to explain. I have a picture in my head. I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
Okay, turn around.
Oh my god.
Don't get makeup on you.
Look at me.
Thank you. Are you mic'd up?
I am.
Your tie looks nice. Your tie looks nice.
Okay. I'm still debating on what speech I should put right here. I'm definitely going to put the dad's speech at the end. I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's look. Go ahead and save this again. Open project.
Special people, and thank you for everyone for showing up, and they love you guys. I love them even more, but I just want to start off by saying that this is probably the proudest moment I've ever been for Jalen, and McKenna, you look amazing. Jalen, you pretty much look the same as you always have, but for those who don't know me, I am Jackson, Jalen's younger brother by 5 years. Let me just say, these are not my thing, obviously, you can tell. But yeah, growing up with an older brother is honestly hell a lot of the time. I was thinking about the times we used to play in the yard, football or basketball or whatever it was, and he would always just beat the shit out of me. And no matter how much bigger or better you were than me, I still wanted to beat you. And as you got older, I would watch you and always want to do things better than you did. and that was a goal of mine, no matter what it was. And now that I'm older, I've realized that you kicking my ass every time we went against each other when we were kids, that's probably one of the biggest blessings I've ever had. Now I think I'm better than you in almost anything. But there is one thing that is very hard to beat, and that's meeting someone that has half the kindness and loving personality that McKenna has. Whenever I met McKenna, the first thing that stood out to me was a joyful personality that affected everyone around her. She lights up every face she talks to and is just an absolute joy to be around. Not only is she the nicest person I've ever known, but she is also one of the toughest. Living with a child while also raising Jet, I know has to be the hardest job in the world. No, but your guys' love for each other is truly inspiring, and I couldn't have asked for a better sister-in-law, and I love you both. May your life together be filled with endless joy, laughter, and adventure. Here's to a lifetime of happiness for these two. Love you guys.
Good evening, everyone. I am truly honored to stand up here today as matron of honor to my beautiful little sister. To McKenna, growing up with you has been full of memories, laughter, and of course, fighting over clothes. I have thousands of different things that I could say, most of which would be very corny, but truthfully, I would not be who I am today without you. I can never put into words how proud I am of you. You are the strongest person I know, always there when I need you and leading with your heart. As I've grown older, I have loved to watch our relationship grow into an even stronger friendship, and my favorite part has been watching you become the mother to my favorite little guy. Sorry. If you know our dynamic, okay. McKenna would be the one who would stand up for me or anyone, while I would be the one probably hiding in the corner. She is the crazy to my calm, and I have always admired her free spirit. To give a little story, my husband Dalton and I, whenever we first started talking in high school, McKenna made it her priority that the first time that Dalton came over, she was going to plant a music box outside, put on a cheerleading costume, which she is not a cheerleader, as everyone knows, and embarrass the crap out of me right as soon as he was driving up. I'm truly surprised that Dalton did not just drive away. To Jalen, I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there, and before we got up, she looks at me and she says, "So, there's this really cute guy on the football team at Emporia." And
That's a good place to start.
away. Jalen, I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there, and before we got up, she looks at me and she says, "So, there's this really cute guy on the football team at Emporia." And the rest has been history. I am forever grateful for 2020 because that allowed us to get to know each other super well. You were an instant click with our family, and I could not ask for someone to be my brother-in-law. This past year has been eventful, and I could never, ever thank you enough for all that you have done for McKenna and for Jet. You were her calm always, and always there to love and support her when she needed you the most. Thank you. After today, your life doesn't go back to normal. You get the honor of falling deeper in love with each other every single day. I got to grow up with her, but Jalen, you get to grow old with her. Here's to a future of love and happiness for the Risleys. Cheers.
Lots of emotions. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very long speech. So
Never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there, And before we got up,
we're gonna have to kind of work with this and see what we can do. Oh shoot. Let's move this up.
to Jalen, I will never forget I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there. And before we got up, to Jalen. To Jalen, I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there. And before we got up, she looks at me and she says, "So, there's this really cute guy on the football team at Emporia." And the rest has been history. I am forever grateful for 2020. Because that allowed us to To Jalen, I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are To Jalen, I will never forget the breakfast at Homegrown whenever McKenna and I are sitting there. And before we got up, she looks at me and she says, "So, there's this really cute guy on the football team at Emporia." And the rest has been history. I am forever grateful for 2020 because that allowed us to get to know each other super well. You were an instant click with our family, and I could not ask for someone to be my
I
brother-in-law.
already told you, it's hard to explain.
This past
I have
year
a
has been
picture in my
eventful,
head.
and I could never ever thank you enough for all that you
Might take out that.
and the rest has been history. This past year has been eventful, and I could never ever thank you enough for all that history. This past year has been eventful, and I could never ever thank you enough for all that you have done for McKenna and for Jet. You were her calm always, and always there to love and support her when she needed you the most.
I already
Thank
told you,
you.
it's hard to explain.
After today, your life
I have
doesn't
a
go back
picture
to
in my head.
normal. You get the honor of falling deeper in love with each other.
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to extend this out a bit. Probably going to separate that, put that at somewhere at the end.
Always, and always there to love and support her when she needed you the most.
I already
Thank
told you,
you.
it's hard to explain.
And she needed you the most. Thank you.
Final guess, please.
Most. Thank you.
Final guess, what do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you, it's hard to explain.
support her when she needed you the most. Thank you.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you, it's hard to explain. I have a picture in my head. I think it's what I said earlier.
You're her calm always, and always there to love and support her when she needed you the most. Thank you.
Final guess. What do you think my dress looks like?
I already told you, it's hard to explain. I have a picture in my head. I think it's what I said earlier.
What?
What I said the other day.
Okay, turn around.
Oh my God.
Okay. So then with this speech, we'll throw in B-roll of the groom getting ready, all that good stuff. So, all right. It is break time. Save the project in the stream. Save the speeches video too. Okay.